EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 34-yard line.
Here's Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Past the 20, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. That is caught at the 7. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the
Elliott. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
Coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
At the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
2-2. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott flushed out right. And now he's going to use his... And I think the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last run, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie from Bama, Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
On the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Cardinals.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
The game at 7.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Spinning past him. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That gain on third down, good for 28.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 14-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
14.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
0-0, Mike 3. Man, I got you. Mike 3.
Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
3-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards. The pick up there on first down, Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, it's Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
The 29-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The 24-yard line.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Buda Baker.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
15-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Cowboys.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
The kick is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
14. Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Murray off play action. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Elliott, they'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Incomplete.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zerline. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
A 40-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Arizona.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Cardinals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The Falcons' leading tackler a season ago, Devondre Campbell, gets another one there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
From just in, now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 27 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Cowboys 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
throwing. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw it, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trey.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
1st and goal, Arizona.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Tonight's final score, Cardinals.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now.